Hey guys, I'm Tara.
And I'm Christine.
So we're both major bookworms and we read all the time, which means that if we go on a trip, we're probably taking like a minimum of 2,
I was going to
maybe
say
3
more than
books.
one for sure.
Yeah, you never go with just one book. It's not safe. So we thought we would share our ultimate summer book list for your vacation.
There's a variety of books you can bring on vacation depending on what kind of mood you're in or what kind of vacation you're going on. So if you're wanting a book that dishes some dirt, and we love dirt, we've got a couple of suggestions there. So any Gilmore Girls fans, Talking as Fast as I Can by Lauren Graham. She talks about filming Gilmore Girls the first time, filming it the second time, and it's a lot of great like behind the scenes stuff that is really cool, at least for me, because I'm a huge Gilmore Girls fan. And then any Bachelor fans, which you all know how much we love that show, Andy Dorfman's book, It's Not Okay, is really great because she talks about all the guys that she dated and kind of like stuff that you wouldn't know from the show, and it's really interesting too.
What? I'm gonna pass on this.
Yeah, she's not a fan of either one of these, but you know.
No, I don't do TV.
If you want something a little different, like a mystery novel or something like that, then Big Little Lies by Liane Moriarty is a really great book. I actually watched the show first, the HBO series, and it was so good that I bought the book and read it, and it was even better. So if you haven't watched the show, go watch it, or read the book first, because it's also really great.
I love mysteries and suspense, so I really like The Vanishing Year. If you want a book that's kind of gonna confuse you about what's going on and like jumps back and forth between the past and the present, I really recommend it. It's also a really quick read, so if you want something that you're just gonna breeze through like day one of vacation, that's your book.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check this one out.
It's good.
I was like going through your list and I was like, oh, I want to read that one. Oh, I want to read that one too. So if you're craving some adventure, maybe you're going on a staycation, you just want to pretend like you're going somewhere cool. A Thousand Splendid Suns by Khaled Hosseini is the same author as The Kite Runner, which is one of the greatest books of all time. But this book, honestly, I think is almost better. It's really good. It's about 2 women in Afghanistan and kind of how their lives like intertwined, but it's a really great book. So yeah, one of my faves.
I mean, honestly, if you want to take 3 books, you want to take all of his, you could take Thousand Splendid Suns, Kite Runner, and The Mountains Echoed, and you will be set for your
they're really great.
Whole vacation. They're all fantastic. And then I'm a traditionalist, so if you want to go on a really cool adventure, I really recommend the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Like, and not just that, like The Hobbit, like read all of them, because they literally go on an adventure and travel across the whole Middle Earth, and they go to all these battles and meet all these people. And it's also a really quick read. The movies are so detailed, and the books are detailed in the most simplistic way. Like, it's such an easy thing to read. I really recommend it. And then also, absolutely anything by Neil Gaiman. He has so many books that are based in fantasy and sci-fi and folklore and Greek mythology and every other type of mythology, and it doesn't matter which book you pick up. Just pick one up because they're all fantastic.
See, I've never actually read anything by him, but now like I'm going to.
He's my favorite author ever, which is a big thing for me.
I've heard of him. I don't know why I've never.
He's
just never read one, but I need to.
I can't even explain to you how fantastic he is. All of my favorite books are by him.
If you're traveling somewhere, these are a couple of books that I read while I was actually like on the move traveling, and they're really great. So Eat, Pray, Love by Elizabeth Gilbert. It's not like the best book ever. Like, it's not gonna blow your mind, but it's just a really great book for like if you're kind of in the mood for like a soul-seeking type thing, like you're really trying to like find yourself, like then it's really great like companion for that sort of thing. And then I read all of Dan Brown's books while I was traveling around Europe because each of them is set in a major European city. And so it was really cool to be in those cities while I was reading about those cities. And he's also like really detailed about like the history of the cities and like the monuments and stuff. So it was really cool to be reading those while I was there. Once again, not the greatest books ever, but they're just really fun, like easy reads for that sort of vacation.
I haven't read them. No, I'm going to. Which I mean, I've seen the movies, obviously.
Like, yeah, they're really fast reads. Like they're just so I'd be reading it like on the train, like while I was going between places, and it was really fun.
So if you want to make your heart pound, you want something that's really just gonna like have you on the edge of your beach chair or the edge of your car seat, then definitely read The Luckiest Girl Alive. I think it's been out for like a year, and it's her first book ever. And I went into it not really knowing what it was about, but it is so good. It's about this young woman like our age and her like past demons and her trying to be, like put all of that aside by being someone else. And then as the book unfolds, like you realize she went through this like really traumatic experience. and it's so good. Like, I think I read it in like a day and a half, and it's like not a teeny tiny book. So
Adding that to my list too.
And then Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. I'm not even really going to tell you what it's about because you just need to go read it. Like, oh, it's just so good. Like, like your heart starts pounding and you're just like, I don't know, you tense up because it's so good. So
that one's actually already on my list. But
oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know, if you're going like a family reunion or something, you're going to be super bored, take that book because it will make the whole vacation so much better.
And now switching gears, if you want something romantic, just like a light beach read, Me Before You by Jojo Moyes. I actually read this on the beach last summer, but get ready to bawl your eyes out. It's so good though, but like I had to finish the book like alone in the beach house because I was like, I know I'm about to lose it. Like, but it was so good. And then she also has the sequel, Me After You.
Have you read it?
Yeah.
I bought it, but I haven't read it because I'm still so upset.
It wasn't as good, but it was good to like continue that story.
Yeah. When you buy that book, buy like 3 boxes of tissues.
Seriously.
And like
no
some
joke.
cooling packs because your eyes are going to be swollen, and don't go see the movie the same week.
Yeah,
like,
God, I had to wait like a month to
up.
watch the movie. But yeah, so good. And then also Anything by Emily Giffin. So she wrote Something Borrowed and Something Blue, like the movie. And just everything that she writes is just like a really light, page-turning, like it's like always a complicated kind of love story with like something standing in the way or whatever. But they're so easy to read. You breeze through them, like they're really good.
They're better than the movie.
Yeah, for sure.
Which the movie is good, but the books
I've read every single one of her books, so they're great.
Love Something Borrowed.
Finally, so these are like our current or all-time favorite books. I just recently read A Million Junes by Emily Henry, and it was the best book I've read in years. Like, it was so good. I won't tell you like what it was really about just because it's kind of hard to explain, but it was just one of those books that just completely sucks you in. And the writing was so beautiful. Like, I just kept having to stop and be like, holy crap, like that was such an amazing sentence. Like, it was just such a good book.
I'm gonna put that on my list. I haven't read that
so
before.
Good.
I hadn't even heard of that.
Well, and if you like fantasy and stuff like that, you would love this.
Oh, okay.
It's really great.
For sure. And then my absolute favorite, I already said Neil Gaiman was great, but my favorite book of his is The Ocean at the End of the Lane. And it's like this teeny tiny little thing. Like, you don't think there's gonna be a lot to it. And I just picked it up randomly. And it takes you on like, I don't know, like this really weird journey, and you don't really expect what's going to happen, but it's like a sci-fi fantasy blend, but it also has a big statement on like relationships and like life. And it's so, like, it was the first thing I ever read by him, and I literally sat there and was
maybe
like,
that's what I need to start with then.
Oh my God. No, read it. It's it's so good. And you can breeze through it, and then you're going to be like, I have to go back and read it again because so much happened in like this short little space.
So those are our favorite books, but what are your favorite books to take on vacation? Comment below, and for more videos like this, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter @EarnSpendLive, and check out our website.
Give us a thumbs up.
Bye!